Hello and welcome to Manga 96, and today we are going to talk about Arifureta, Shokugyou, the Sekai Saikyou. Today we have the second part on Hajime's weapons and equipment that he made throughout the story. With this one covering the rest of his personal weapons, some weapons that he made for his wives, some ammunition that he uses, and some supporting equipment to make his life easier. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I'll be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with the rest of Hajime's weapons. First, we have Lob Regenschirm, which is a target dispersal assault lance. A 3-stage assault lance that rotates at high speed with its surface engraved by sealing stone in particular unevenness. That was to say, it was a drill. The target that was touched will be pulverized and dispersed as though being dug out. Then we have the Gravity Meteor, which is a large meteor with approximately size of 900 meters to 1400 meters. Created by Hajime using different minerals or ores, he could drop it from inside the stratosphere, but even so, the energy from several tons of metal lump free falling had a destructive force that an average explosive couldn't match. It is even possible to drop the mass from space, but if his allies are near, they might get caught up in the explosion as well, so Hajime drops it from the stratosphere. Then we have Mechanic Shield or a large shield, which is a 2-meter tall coffin-shaped shield. It was made from a mixture of tar stone and star ore and layered with an outer coating of azantium. It can be attached to Hajime's prosthetic arm and has a retractable stake that could bury into the ground so that the user will be unmovable when attacked. And lastly, we have Ideon, which is a large shield with a function of creating a large dome using the metal plates that were sliding from the inside of the large shield in great speed to form a dome that covers its user. In order to protect from an attack coming from all directions, it is also installed with green glowstones inside it, so it wouldn't be dark inside. Even if a part of the shield gets destroyed, it can be regenerated immediately with the help of Restoration Stone that was enhanced with Restoration Magic. Ideon was similar with Sky Servants, where it was a composed shield made of several layers of adamantium inserted with Restoration Stone. Furthermore, Hajime's diamond skin was also reinforced with it. In other words, even with one layer destroyed, if the second or third and fourth layer could buy time even for a second, then the Restoration Stone could display its effect. Therefore, even with the highest grade magic, the opponent wouldn't hope to penetrate it. As for some weapons that he made and gave to other characters. First, we have the water canteens, which was given to Yue. It is 4 water canteens with 2 on her shoulders and 1 on each side of her waist. They can shoot out powerful stream of water. Yue uses those during her time in the Milden Raisin Labyrinth due to its ability to drain a being's mana. Then we have the Druken, which was given to Shia. It has massive destructive power, able to fully maximize Shia's body strengthening magic to decimate entire armies of monsters and demons. The upgraded version is called Village Druken. It was created after the original was destroyed during her first encounter against Echt. It was made by Hajime and could turn into a 100-ton hammer. It is later upgraded into a spirit instrument after Shia's adventures in another world during the afterstory, by incorporating soul fragments of the gods that resided in that world. With this upgrade to Vir Druken, Shia has gained an increase in wide range annihilation power that she has long desired. Then we have the Black Whip of Slavery, which was given to Tio. This is a whip that is capable of transforming any monster caught in it into a black dragon that serves Tio. It can also extend its length by using special magic and cut space. Then we have the Black Blade, which was given to Shizuko. The Black Blade is an artifact he originally crafted as a prototype to practice his synergist skills. It is a black double-edged Shirsai katana with a striking resemblance to one of Japan's most famous swords, the Kogora Maru. It was forged from compressing adamantium, the hardest ore of Tortos. It is extremely light while having immense sharpness and near indestructible durability. Its base physical attributes surpass even Halle Kingdom's holy swords. Then we have the demon sword of Circle Calamity, Anima Ernte, which was given to Kaori. This is a powerful black demon sword artifact that has the ability to drain mana from opponents. The demon sword exclusively assists Kaori in her use of divine embodying of layered eruption. After some ammunition that Hajime uses. First, we have the Excise Bullet, which is a special bullet that could change places, along with the space around it, to another spatial coordinate. By firing the bullet with electromagnetic acceleration and then exchanging places with it when it was at its farthest distance away, it enables the user himself to move in the pseudo realm of electromagnetic acceleration. Then we have the Burst Bullet. The heads of the Burst Bullet could release multi-stage shockwaves concentrated to a single point, which is easier to penetrate any target. Then we have the Living Bullet, which is a special bullet enhanced with metamorphosis magic. The simple explanation was that the bullet could listen to the command of the user. It was literally a living bullet. Hajime developed this bullet after understanding that the Sealing Stone and the Pseudo-Scorpion in the Abyss were created by blending organic matter and inorganic matter, so simply put, the bullet was a living golem in bullet shape that executed a simple order. The command that Hajime gave was just one: hit the aim place, that was all. It was a small bullet, so even though they listened to the order, but they had no ego. So to speak, it was like a program. Evade if there was an obstacle in front of the target, chase if the target moved, that was all they could do. The bullet couldn't make U-turns if they passed the target and chased endlessly. It was also unable to circle around it if a wall was made with magic shield to shoot it with hit target at the back of their head. Even so, the electromagical acceleration flash that reached the target with an instant corrected its trajectory just a few meters before it reached the target. No matter how unfair the perception ability and the reaction speed the target had, there was no way they could evade or anything. If the target tried to cut the bullet using swords, but the bullet changed trajectory smoothly, it wasn't unreasonable for the target to mistake that the bullet slipped through. Then we have the Sonic Grenade. It was developed from a demon that could emanate ultrasonic waves that Hajime met on the 80th level. The demon had a special organ inside its body that generated the sound to attack. Hajime did not get any special skill for defeating this monster, but he was able to use its special organ as material for his new grenade. As for some equipment that Hajime uses. First, we have the Demon Eye, which is an artificial eye made by Hajime after losing his right eye in the battle against the Hydra. It was made out of divine stone imbued with detection magic and foresight. The Demon Eye couldn't see like his normal eye could. Instead, it could see the flow and the strength of mana surrounding a person or object, its color and the element and core of the spell that we're trying to activate. And since the Demon Eye was made out of the divine stone, it was constantly giving off a faint blue glow. Then we have the Telepathy Stone, which is a telepathy device created by Hajime and later improved into this version. The principle was this: Ores with the property of high-speed mana recovery was created through creation magic and added into the mana tanks, which caused them to auto-regenerate. It always added fuel back into it as a mana emission was being emanated. And the magic formation needed to activate it was a kind of sliding switch which was placed on it to allow it to smoothly activate on and off. Furthermore, there was a function which responded to the blood and status plate, meaning only the blood of the user would be accepted. Then we have the Cheat Mate, a mineral that don't have an adverse effect to the human body, such as calcium and the like, when enhanced with metamorphosis and evolution magic. It was then turned into powder and then transmuted and became a solid food with a particular effect. With this food, the body was temporarily transformed into an optimum condition, followed by a strengthening effect that was nearly like limit break, was also applied on the eater, so they could endure even heavy burden. Then we have the Treasure Trove, which is a ring-shaped artifact that had a small 1 cm ruby set in its center. The ruby was actually an artificial created dimensional space where things could be stored. Then we have the Prosthetic Arm, which is a very strong metallic arm attached to what remains of Hajime's left arm after losing it in the Great Orcus Labyrinth. It has magical nerves connected to the brain, which can even make the user feel the sensations a normal arm can feel. It contains various weapons and can be enhanced by pouring mana into it. It is even capable of elongating itself. After Hajime returns to Earth, it is disguised to look like a regular arm with the use of metamorphosis magic. Then we have the Necklace of Woes, which is a necklace artifact which has spirit magic infused into it, which has the effect of making sure that the oath that comes out of the mouth of the person who wears it stays carried out on the spiritual level. Specifically, the oath that is said will be directly engraved onto their spirit. If the oath is broken or the Necklace of Woes is removed, their spirit itself will disappear. Moreover, it even affects the next in line souls. All the person's descendants. Similarly, everyone will die if they don't wear the Necklace of Woes. Then we have the smartphone, which is a hybrid smartphone that combines modern technology with crystal displays made in another world. It can contact other worlds, fire lasers, or concentrate super small sunlight with the thickness of a needle, and it also continuously takes the vital data of the owner. And in the case the owner's vital entered critical stage because of some abnormality, the smartphone automatically opens a small gate, firing the light of the satellite-type restoration magic artifact operating outside the Earth's atmosphere, Bel Agarat. Then we have the Novum Idola, the artifact layered shadow on the user. It strangely shifted the user's position and enveloped the image, presence, mana, etc. of the user. At the same time, it interferes with the opponent's perception and made the miscognition, the camouflage and the truth. Hajime, figures and presence that blurred into 2 or 3 slayers, combined with Hajime's own taijutsu, realized a close quarter combat that was like an illusion. Then we have the Soul Shell, originally known as the Anti-Divine Either artifact. It was white marble that was enhanced with the spirit magic heart guidance that possessed the effect to convey one's will directly to the state of the soul, or possibly to the soul itself. It was capable of resisting the divine edict from reaching the wearer's soul. And lastly, we have Grand Farenzin, an extensive wide-range gravity manipulation artifact. It is a large pillar-like structure with a helmet-sized crystal in the middle. It uses 2 different types of magic, gravity magic and evolution magic. The gravity magic has been greatly improved in strength with the help of evolution magic, which makes the user to control gravity to its full extent. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on Hajime's weapons and equipment in this video. And that'll be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.